I'm Jessa.
And I'm Alex. And this is Jessa and Alex Watch.
Andor, episode 8, Narkina 5. Or it could be Narkina. Okay, Andor, last episode.
We had our in-between heartbreaking episode.
Correct. Our transitional episode. We're starting a new arc now.
Yeah.
Someone broke it down for us. There was the transitional episode, and then this is a 3-part arc, which we're relieved. We were worried about the existence of a 4-act structure. And then it's going to be a 2-part finale. That tracks for us. So I'm going to guess this is the prison break arc. Just a thought.
I think that's a fair guess. After our boy was wrongfully imprisoned.
Yes.
I just want to draw our attention back to the time where she was like, ah man, if you had just been imprisoned wrongfully last week, it was 6 months. Now it's 6 years. And I'm
yeah.
Like, man,
yeah.
You didn't need to say that.
Yeah.
You truly what did that help? Ah, shucks. Too bad.
Bummer. I hope Cassian makes some disreputable friends. Also, he might have some time on his hand and some reading material in his pocket that he could read and be inspired by,
Yeah.
Also, do you think Vacation Bay ran off with 80,000 credits when Cassian did not come back from the store?
That is an excellent question. And I think probably yes. He really doesn't seem like someone who ever had that many credits. When we meet him in Rogue
Yeah.
One. I just feel like he's one of those characters that's always down on his luck.
Yeah, exactly. He's always running debts. He's always got a new girl with him.
Yeah.
And I love this for him. Good for you, Cass.
Good for you.
Cyril is now working in cubicle hell. Good for him.
Which I mean, somehow they still managed to make me feel sorry for him. I don't know how I feel about it all. But that, not that it's bad writing, just that on me personally, I feel like I should click the no on the feel bad for Cyril. But I do him and his stupid tailored clothing.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where he's going. I shared with you a tweet that was so funny that I saw today. It was my wish for Cyril's ending is that he turns up on Scarif at the end of Rogue One is Cassian Andor, I finally got.
Right. And then it's excellent.
It's a hilarious ending for a petty villain who's chasing down someone who would be I don't even know who you are,
Yeah. Oh.
And then in the middle of the episode, Fiona Shaw ripped our hearts out. And
yeah, Fiona Shaw just said, and that was our heart.
As if our hearts were a wee baby dragon flying through a storm, and Fiona Shaw was a mountain-sized war vet dragon, just right our hearts.
I got lucky. I've got enough credits to get us anywhere.
Imagine you're an actor and they're you're going to be in a scene with a brilliant actor, and here is a brilliant emotional scene to play, and we're going to set the camera down and you're just going to act with this brilliant actor. Wow.
It's a dream.
Get in line! Move it! Move it! Keep moving!
About
Up
the
the
way
stairs!
That first actor was staring down the camera and moving. I was a musical episode. Let's go.
Jargo, keep Jargo.
On planet,
There is Plata.
Narkina 5.
What's that? I'm a tourist.
Move it! On planet.
Bloody hell.
Oh, it's horrible with the multiple levels. And then they have to make it honeycomb shaped.
It reminded me last episode and here too, a lot of Severance. Like, if the numbers feel bad, you should remove them. Oh, hey, it's our girl's guy.
Why is he in such like high security? He was walking.
This spin on the suit and tie look is incredible.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
ISB supervisor for the Morlana sector.
Storylines are meeting up.
But now we've both had our mornings interrupted because you keep submitting requests to the Bureau of Standards Data Center looking for Cassian Andor.
Does someone have a crush?
We've filed 5 false inquiries.
6, actually.
I wasn't counting this morning. What are you doing, Mr. Khan?
Exactly what she was
It
doing.
worked.
Cassian Andor is a murderer and a threat to the Empire. I have been trying with the limited tools available to find him.
So this is about public safety.
I know we already said it, but I love this design so much.
One would think you'd want to leave Ferrix as far behind as possible.
One would be wrong.
I have a busy day.
This is fun. This is a terrible twosome. I love this.
I'm obsessed with it.
They're both so like petty and obsessive.
I love villains I can chew on. I do have a question about their cubicle center because the whole point of cubicles is to like save money, right? Like you just like took a large room and then just put basically these room dividers in there.
Yeah.
But those were made of like sturdy, like, you know, like they could have just set up little offices for everybody, much more
Very
comfortable.
true.
No, thank you.
I'm going to pass on your prison, but thank you so much.
My full report highlights the prevalence of this problem galaxy-wide.
I'm listening.
I don't believe you.
Andor was in the act of transferring the unit to a person we've named Axis.
It's a large investment.
It's a fraction of the price of lost technology.
Alex, stop rooting for her. If she had gotten her way, all of your characters would be dead.
And no, we don't know who he is. Nor do we know the scope of our problem. The little we are aware of is
She
already...
didn't want that man to speak up for her.
Drill down, find Andor, and get a hunt started.
Wow. Okay, well, those are fabulous.
I would hate walking around in those though. You guys are gonna be slow.
Deep, brother. This may be the last fresh air we ever taste.
This is an Imperial factory
Oh
facility.
my god, I have.
You've all been assessed as labor-worthy. Now, those who've been incarcerated before will be surprised by the calm, sanitary conditions and our minimally invasive enforcement.
Minimally invasive. Jesus.
This dude's a complete sadist.
That was level 1 of 3. Our floors are tungstoid steel.
Sorry, I'm laughing because he suddenly was Count Rugen from The Princess Bride. I've just taken 1 year off your life.
Line up!
That's why they have those big shoes.
That was very good. I solved a double murder and found the killer in 2 days. It was overly ambitious, yes, but time was slipping away and the opportunity was real. Service to the
It's also
Empire.
good. These two actors are so good.
Can one never be too aggressive in preserving order?
It's perfect for this part.
Yeah.
I wish you luck. I'm running late.
It's clear you need Andor in order to find his partner.
Well, see, now this season's coming together. Everybody's going to be drawn in because Vel is supposed to kill him. Everybody's being drawn into the same web.
Raise the alarm one more time, and it won't be me you're speaking to.
She's got like
Forget this
Arinda
happened.
Price vibes.
She just won it for herself. Like, I don't understand why she's refusing his help.
On program. That means hands on head, eyes front, feet on the floor. Do it.
No.
Zaprod, if I have to use it,
How many weapons do you need?
7 tables per room, 7 men, each table. My name is Kino Loy. I'm the 522 unit manager.
Hello?
They only come to pick up the dead and bring their replacements. You're mine now.
Jesus.
It's a 12-hour shift. Productivity is encouraged. Evaluation is
Oh, a
constant.
12-hour shift, just like production assistant. Productivity expected.
The 7 tallies are the running shift totals of all the other rooms on this floor. You play against all the other tables in this room. I play.
I mean, they're doing an excellent job of showing how difficult it's going to be to break out of here.
Losing hope, your mind, keep it yourself. Don't ever slow up. My line. Table 5.
We're down 10. You're dreaming.
You've done it before. Wasting time. Down 12 before you know it.
Give us room, Hank. With only an hour left. 42 minutes. Come on, boys.
This is very theatrical language.
Yeah.
39 minutes on the tone.
As ever, the least productive table will be disciplined.
It's all very visually interesting, though. Like, I hate, like, that they're being forced to do it, but the machinery is very cool. I feel like I'm watching Squid Game.
You used to like it.
I was just better at pretending.
Well, that I find hard to believe. Well, good luck feeding the galaxy. I'm off to feed myself. Charity begins at home.
I was hoping you'd come.
I wish I had better news.
Kiss, kiss, kiss on the mouth.
Leader.
We've met.
Indeed.
You're here all the time now. I should find Dad. Nice to see you again.
What's up
Watch
with this
out.
kid?
Watch out, Mama.
Yeah.
She's gonna tell Dad. Sounds like Dad gives her everything she wants, and you say no, so careful. You need to talk to him.
Line up! Let's go!
Jake Olin is a very good actor. We haven't been talking about him enough, but
yes,
being able to follow his brain through that whole scene.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't been talking about him enough, but yeah, he's perfection in this part.
We know what too little looks like.
Surveillance and prosecution, without limit.
We're really getting to see every single angle and side of this world, and it's really, really interesting.
Yes.
This is what I think the Hunger Games thought they were doing.
You're right.
Not the books. Those are, I find the movie.
Yes, the movies.
The white lights start flashing. You've got 7 seconds to get to yourself. Sensors in the floor, 2 men in one cell. It's an instant fry.
Pull out!
Well, that's homophobic.
Water, night light, toilet flips down, you've got a plate, spoon, and shaver.
Okay.
And food?
It's not terrible.
You can get as much as you want. They like us healthy and fueled. Don't worry, you learn to eat it. Winner gets taste with their food. Right, this will be cleaned every day, and that is your tab. They doubled everyone's number last month.
I'm sorry.
All the rebel activity.
It's rebel nonsense.
I don't know anything about it.
Cassian always leans forward and whispers when he lies.
Mm-hmm. Which is, it's great to have a tell, as a performer,
Yeah.
like to put that into your character.
You don't walk in your sleep, do you?
What?
You'll find out.
Tighten up! Hot floor!
Cassian, get in the cell, please. This man. I'm testing my patience. Sorry, when I said the cell wasn't that bad, I just meant that they actually have a bathroom and stuff like that. But that's the whole thing. Stockholm, like how that one man is like, I get to run this whole thing.
So this is where you met?
No, we'd already been married a year.
So romantic.
To each people its own.
Speaking of,
Why did they show us the daughter in the background? Like,
so nice to meet you. I'm going to spend more time at this window, I promise you.
Oh, the fun politicking.
House, why don't you just get your bearings?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a shock for sure. So, we thought you had finally escaped. You were gonna get peace.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
3's off 2. There are 18. 4 is struggling.
Right.
This like gamification helps keep them docile because they don't have time
Right.
to do anything else.
Right, they have to just concentrate. But that level of concentration for 12 hours is it's torture, it's cult tactics.
Yeah. Yes. Drill in.
Ooh. It's rough to watch. It's rough to watch.
It's real tense. Not like fun tense necessarily, like the heist was. Just
Freezing. My mother was a whiner, and that'll cure you. The doctor was here yesterday. Your breathing sounds weak. She fell.
I swear to God, if that's their last conversation, I will riot.
She wanted to see if the tunnel under the hotel was still open,
Why?
so the rebellion can sneak in and take them by surprise. She's a rebel.
I like the way she says that. That's really sweet. That's not.
Where did you go?
Who's the big one?
Haven't we been apart long enough?
It's not about us. You think the Empire stops to catch its breath? This is a fight to the death, Vel.
She's like, yeah, I just want to cuddle, okay? It's been a long time. It's hard.
Maybe I'm a rich girl, running away from her family.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think she is his daughter.
I told you up front. The struggle will always come first. We take what's left.
Mm.
This is an interesting dynamic in their personal relationship.
Yeah.
Because I would have thought it was the opposite, but this is such a good turn.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. It's been off for a while.
It's urgent.
I'm so worried for her.
It's the shop owner on Ferrix. She's trying to find Cassian Andor. His mother is ill. Vulnerability is inevitable.
I'm not sleeping.
I know. I just need you to wake up. There's a lot to do.
Shut it down.
We've had a lot of role reversals that I wasn't expecting this episode.
Yeah.
Well, that one I can kind of infer from last week. But. That was so pretty and sad. I appreciate that they're giving them an actual story, like a romantic arc. You know, we're not. This is Disney's first gay character in them.
Right.
Let's quiet down.
Level 5, grid disruption. You have 10 seconds to get on your sleeping platforms.
Interesting. I mean, that's horrible, but it also showed us that you have a certain amount of seconds after that happens that you can have your feet on there without it crying.
Where are they taking my father? Tell me! Where is he? Where is my father? Come up! Silence!
What's going on?
They took Pack in last night.
Where?
The hotel. He never came home.
Colleen! Vix Colleen. That's your name, isn't it? If not the resemblance, well, it's striking.
Get the Sorbies, run!
Get her!
They're not going to tell us? Are they kidding?
Hey, that guy. I don't know his name, but he's one of Saul's guys. Saul.
The same thing.
You'd never tell me if it was.
I've been waiting for him to turn up.
Would I be out here in the cold if I had just pinched 100 million credits?
That man never ages.
And that's exactly what I would say.
That's the power of computers.
Not you. Tired of playing behind the scenes, Luthen.
Wow. He said, I'm acting today.
The man is an ox. Slow and stupid.
That's strong. I want you to hear his plan.
Saul is the most, like...
I...
He's in Clone Wars and Rebels. I mean, that's where he came from. And he's a straight terrorist.
Oppression breeds rebellion.
You don't say.
Think of Spellhouse in flames. Neither of you could do it on your own, but together.
Krieger's a separatist. Maipei's a neo-Republican. The Gorman Front. The Partisan Alliance. Sectorist. Human cultist.
Guys, it's almost like we need to ally all of our rebellions.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
What are you, Luthen?
IDK, my sassy self.
We don't put aside our petty differences.
Petty? I am the only one with clarity of purpose.
Okay, calm yourself.
She's on her way up. Would you like us to clear the room?
No. I want her to see him. What are you doing? Get him out of here. Quickly.
You two, with me. Now!
Hello, Bix.
We're quiet because we're stressed. Just eternally stressed.
Maybe I don't want Star Wars to be smart, okay? Maybe I want Star Wars to be stupid. And
Maybe
for Jedi to
I
come
want
in and save everybody.
Maybe I want my escapism to not reflect life so much.
Oh.
so incredibly stressful.
Yes.
I am stressed.
Yes, that was a genuinely difficult to watch episode. I thought it was the way they filmed all the prison stuff was so smart, because we are experiencing it with Cassian just being like overwhelmed and confused and trying to understand the rules and what's happening, and like as we've watched him try to think his way through like how could I possibly get out of this, and seeing him despair and seeing him see the end of that despair.
Oof is right. I really liked that opening scene when we walked into the prison, and it was like Cassian and the like 5 other the people that were in his travel container, and then you had the like 3 and I'm just gonna say it, you had the 3 white men, and then everyone and Cassian's little sector was like, it looked like, I didn't look at each person, but it looked like they were all people of color. And I point that out because I think, and I've said it like more than once on this channel, I think it's really important when you're going to use fantasy or sci-fi or extra world to tell a real world story that is about the oppression of people of color. It's important that you fill that story and you cast that story appropriately. And I think that just that the impact of that shot, just like looking at all of the people of color in that all white room facing, and then that was the scene obviously where we watched them be shocked. And I think this is a very real plot line for a lot of people, obviously, particularly in America right now. And so I think it would have been almost borderline insensitive to not take it with care. And I just think they did treat it with care. And it was clear that we were thinking about our audience and the story we were trying to tell.
Yeah, totally agree. That stood out to me too in that first line. Well, you pointed out that first actor we saw like staring down the camera, and then I watched all of those prisoners go past, and they were almost entirely men of color. So very, very deliberate casting.
And of course, obviously, there are white people in jail too. So like when we get into the further, into the other we get deeper into prison, when we get into the larger prison, thank you, I can't speak. So when we get into the larger prison, it becomes, more diverse in that way. But I think the way that we're setting up these shots were just really important. And especially like even when we went back to his neighborhood with all of his friends and stuff like that too, like even that police brutality we were seeing was also cast appropriately. It's just really interesting choices being made. Love seeing the different sides and tactics of the rebellion from all of these different angles, and the start of as you were hinting at, the alliance.
It was something cutting to the Mon Mothma scenes during this episode, because we are watching the prison system and we're watching police violence against, working class community, and then cutting to Mon Mothma in her designer gear, sipping drinks and rubbing shoulders. And it's like, yes, she's one of the good guys and she's going to be a big help, but her experience of the rebellion is not the experience of Cassian Andor. It's not the experience of Saw Gerrera hiding in a cave,
Right. I'm having the exact same reaction I had during Rogue One. Like, I think this is easily my favorite Star Wars thing that they've put out, because it's so important. It does my absolute favorite thing with genre, and it is telling a story that is relevant and important, and that sometimes you need to see in a fandom that you love to understand it. I just think that's so important. And that's saying something, because I love The Mandalorian.
Yes.
I love it. But this is, it's on another level. It's doing something different.
It's hitting a different part of the brain.
Mm-hmm. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, because I mean, I was joking about wanting someone to come in and save the day, but that is the story that we're used to, right? We're used to, oh, there's an X-Wing coming up, sir. Who is it? And somebody swooping in. Oh, look, the prison keys have just swooped into Rey's hand. We're used to like our magic space wizards coming in and saving the day. And that is cathartic and it's wonderful and it's a great story, obviously. But this isn't that story. Just like Rogue One was not that story. Very much not that story. So it just hits in a completely different place. Like this was an unpleasant watch, this episode.
I hate that Fiona is sick. And I hate that his ex, what's her name? Vix. I love that name. I hate that Vix is about to be tortured. That's going to be horrible to watch. Both of those things, horrible to watch, and I don't want to have to watch Cassian see it all over again.
I feel like I have to say I might not be on our Imperial lady's side anymore. I might think she's a bad guy.
Yeah, she's horrible. Like, I don't understand why they did that to us.
Couldn't we just let her keep getting petty office wins? Did we have to actually see the results of her evil?
Yeah, and she was mean to our other bad guy that we sometimes root for. So, like, she's really on our hit list right now.
He is fully gonna now write a manifesto about why there shouldn't be women leaders in the Empire because they're weak and do not have vision and they couldn't see what his greatness was trying to show. And he's gonna like single-handedly be the reason that the Empire we saw in the OG had no women.
Yeah, he low-key has very psycho vibes. Like he's gonna keep mommy in the basement.
Yes,
and kill a bunch of people.
That's the exact reference that I made online today. I called them like Nora and Norma, or Norma and Norman Bates. That's
For
exactly
sure.
the vibe.
Correct.
A boy's best friend is his mother.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got to find our joy where we can. No, what is up with Mon's daughter though? What is she?
She's just a mean teen, I think. I think she's actually, I think maybe the story they're trying to tell right now is based on what I've seen so far, is that this is what a spoiled child is. Like, it just seems like she's got the wealth and she's surrounded by that place and she's, she's taking after dad. Like, I just feel like in a few years, if we saw her again, it wouldn't shock me if she were racist or something. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like she is suspicious of Mon Mothma because the last two episodes we've seen her like interrupting her at parties, and maybe she's daddy's little spy because in the last one he sent her to, she was like, dad said I had to come and tell you that I'm going to bed or whatever. Like he sent her when those two were talking. Yeah. So I think because he's definitely suspicious of Mon Mothma.
Oh yeah, and she is definitely like on dad's side. So 100%, if she overhears something, she's gonna scurry right on over to Papa.
Yeah, good old Saw. That's his whole thing, right? Is that he has no interest in an alliance. He has no interest in working with others. Like Saw's a bad person.
A bad man.
Yeah. But then there's that whole like, I don't know, he's useful, he gets things done. That's I just love adding that complication into the Rebel Alliance anyway, that they are allied also with like some
forced
people who
to work
bad.
With. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you need a little break from the depression and the drama, we have tons of comedies that we've reacted to on this channel. and subscribe to it. Click the bell icon so that you know when we upload. Hit that like button on this video if you liked the video, and if you are able and willing, there is a thanks button down below. And if you can donate, we would love it, because we work really hard on this channel, and it is just a lot of hours. I don't know.
Strong ending.
Yeah, really good. What else do I have to say? Thank you for watching the show. Also, because the world decided to conspire against us and do 1 million TV shows all at once, we didn't get to celebrate spooky season with you. Now, obviously, by the time that we watch and edit some horror movies, it will be past Halloween. So this is just us asking if you would be interested in doing November as a oops, we missed Halloween November. A comment down below.
Thanksgiving.
Spooky giving. So if you would be up for that, / down for that, / still in for that, please let us know in the comments. And if you're like, hey, actually, I'll be kind of over horror movies by that time, we'd rather you guys get back to Star Wars or other movies, then that is totally fine. And we would actually like to know that. That would be really good information for us. So thank you. Bye.